Welcome, Sagittarius. This is your weekly Teroscope reading for October the 26th through to November the 1st, 2015. My name is Tilly, and this is, excuse me, this is Tarot with Tilly. Now, before we get to the cards, I'd like to take a moment to thank you, truly, for all the support, all the love you send my way each and every day. Thank you so much, whether it is through subscribing or a comment, a like, a share, just showing up and supporting me. Thank you, truly. Now, let's get to the cards because we start with the Nine of Pentacles, and this is your new day dawning. So you are stepping into a lot of new energy, new paths, new adventures. Definitely with this card as your first card. And it's all based on everything you've gone through, the wisdom that you've picked up along the way. And it's coupled with the Eight of Pentacles. Now, the Eight of Pentacles is all about what you do, especially when it comes to work, your day-to-day routine, your gifts and your unique talents, and how you turn that into marvelous deeds and service to others in the world and the community. Now, it's hanging on display. So obviously you are proud of who you are and what makes you you. But you are looking also for ways of improving how you do what you do. So I think it's a lot to do with self-discipline this week, communicating effectively with others, letting them know your goals and your aims in life so that you can get the buy-in, so that you can get the help, so that you can get the support you need going forward. We have the Emperor. Now, the Emperor is all about being the diplomat. The Emperor doesn't knee-jerk. The Emperor doesn't just jump into an adventure without thinking it through. So you really have to back it up this week, rein in that energy, and really focus on where you want to put the energy and where it's going to do you the most good, where it's going to get you to your goals, where it's going to get you to your dreams, where it's going to strengthen you, empower you. Okay, so you really need to, before making any kind of moves, any kind of judgments, any kind of conversation, you really need to look at the end result, or maybe several end results, and see how your words or your actions are going to influence. Justice. Now this is demanding a balance. This is making sure that there's nothing that's going to stand in your way going forward. And I think this has to do a lot with maybe clearing up things within relationships, making sure that you are expressing yourself in the right way, that you are looking at that person's point of view and seeing how they see or they perceive the situations that you're involved in. So especially if there's not, you're not seeing eye to eye with somebody, this is where you really want to be strong going forward. And I almost see this as you demanding the balance this week. I'm not getting the, usually I get part of the meaning of the card here, but I really just see you, standing in between those pillars, demanding a balance, ready to cut out of your life what no longer gives you balance, not accepting it anymore, but doing it in a way that it is consistent with bringing in harmony in your life. And I think that's really important because we have the Three of Swords right next to it. So I think rash words, quick judgments, It could actually set you back in relationships. And it doesn't really need to be that way. But you really have to get control of the energy that surrounds you. Now, I do see the sky breaking up. I do see you laying underneath that, recuperating, regenerating, recharging your batteries. But I don't see it as much as recharging your batteries as thinking things through. Before you act, before you speak. I think the power lays within your grasp, that you control the situations. And you can make them go in a harmonious way, or they can be in a very disruptive way. And it all depends on your approach, I think, this week. So definitely take the time to stand back. Take the time to look at the situation, and maybe look at the situation through other people's eyes. Maybe you need to have a conversation with somebody else and get their opinion or their advice. And maybe their advice isn't the advice that you're going to heed, but it'll give you time to think. It'll give you time to expand your thoughts on the right avenue forward. We have the Page of Cups, so definitely your intuition is at an all-time high this week. So expect those messages from the universe, from God, your angels, your spirit guides. Definitely give time to meditation and prayer this week. This also could symbolize a mentor coming into your life, or depending on where you are in your life path, you could be the mentor. I think the majority of you are looking for a mentor coming into your life. It could be a new best friend. It could be a new business partner. It could be a new coworker. It could be a new neighbor moving in. Somebody that you meet at a coffee shop or within the community that you just bond with, and that you can bounce ideas off of, and they can bounce ideas off you, or they can take your hand and show you some things in order to strengthen your knowledge in a certain area. Because remember, you know, it's our new day dawning, but we are looking at ways of improving ourselves, improving our work habits, improving who we are and what we do and why we do it. Well, Seven of Pentacles. So this is really a card that's asking you, what are you cultivating? So, you know, we're kind of looking at our past, we're looking at our present, and we're looking at our future. And this is probably more towards the weekend, after we've been through all this energy, where we really look at our past, but we look at our past in what we've done in order to get to this point in time. The good, the bad, and the ugly. And we're not looking at it to pull it up and revisit it and allow healing, although healing is always a beautiful part of looking into our past. But we're gaining an understanding, we're gaining a clarity, because it's brought us to this moment in time. And this is who we are and where we are in our journey right now. And now we have to look at our actions. We have to look at our words, what we do, and is it really moving us towards our goals? Is the person we're trying to develop, trying to grow into, the person with our habits that we have now, or do we need to adjust? Maybe we're spending too much time at work and not enough time at home, or maybe we're not spending enough time on our spirituality or our well-being. Maybe we need to take time out for us in some way. Maybe we've been taking too much time out for us, and we need to get the ball rolling and start producing and start acting and start pushing ourselves forward. So we really need to ask ourselves, what are we cultivating? With our habits, with our actions, with our words of today, how does it move us in a positive path forward? And if we see that something's out of alignment, I mean, this is the perfect opportunity to really bring it into balance. So until we meet again, remember, I do love you.